Hey, what's up? What's good? How's it going? It's your master gunsmith coming back to you with the sniper support build that it's absolutely god tier. This thing destroys every gun it comes across. It's kind of crazy. It can be a little hard to control, so it needs a little bit of practice with the right attachments and the right tunes. You rip people apart. It's impressive. I can sit here and tell you about it, or I could just roll these clips and we can get into the build afterwards. How about you guys do me a favor, hit a like and subscribe while these clips are rolling, and you'll see the build at the end. Enjoy.
Fuck you.
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, that melt machine, that was none other than the Locked 7.62. Just build out like an SMG. Makes a phenomenal sniper support. It decimates people. Alright, so our first attachment is the FSS OV laser. This thing is going to help keep your gun snappy and keep your sprint to fire up so that you can compete up close with the SMGs. Over here to the left, we have it tuned to a minus 0.35 weight sprint to fire speed. This is going to help get you up shooting faster when you're coming out of sprint. Very, very vital stat when you're trying to fight SMGs with big guns. Now down here to the bottom, we have it tuned to a minus 37.84 feet zeroing distance to the aim down sight speed. You want to keep this thing snappy. You got to get it up, got to be fast, got to keep up with them SMGs. On to our second attachment, it's none other than the Mir 56 11-inch factory barrel. This barrel helps with aim down sight speed, movement speed, and your hip recoil control. All three things very important when you're trying to use it as a sniper support or an SMG. Now, like I said, this gun is a little hard to control. So over here on the left, we have it tuned to a positive 0.24 weight in the recoil steadiness. The gun needs a little bit of help because she can be a little wild. I mean, I've seen plenty of SMG builds that are harder to control than this. Now down here on the bottom, we have it tuned to a minus 0.32 length to the aim down sight speed. Once again, trying to keep it snappy, got to get that gun up to beat them SMGs. It's kind of cut and dry. You want it snappy, you want it fast. On to our third attachment. This attachment is probably one of the most important. It really tightens up that recoil pattern, so you only have to worry about mostly vertical. Still has a little wobble, but it's entirely manageable. Over here on the left side, we got it tuned to a plus 0.57 weight recoil stabilization. Once again, the gun can be a little tough. We're going to maximize as much as we can. And also down here on the bottom, we're tuned into a plus 0.26 length to recoil control. Keeping recoil in mind, down here on the bottom, we're tuning to a plus 0.26 length for recoil control. I've tested just about every single muzzle on this gun. And for me personally, I can deal with up and down way better than the crazy wobble. And this is about the only thing that tames it. On to our fourth and final tunable attachment, we're going with the Lock Grip Precision 40. This underbarrel is going to help with your hip fire accuracy, your recoil steadiness, and your aim walking steadiness. All three of those things, amazing for sniper support. We chose this one in particular because it doesn't have any of the movement speed penalties other than a little bit to your aim down sight speed, which is marginally noticeable. As you can see over here on the left, we left the tunings alone. You could pick up a little bit of hip walking speed, but then you're going to lose your hip recoil control. And I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer just leave it in the middle. It doesn't have any movement speed negatives, so you don't have to worry about that. The hip recoil control, you don't want anything worse on that because hip fire is amazing on this gun, especially when it's up close and personal and you use the hip fire first and then lean into shouldering. Down here on the bottom, we're tuning to aim down sight speed again. We're going with a minus 0.15 length. We need it snappy. I mean, I can't stress it enough. It's a big gun. If you want to beat the little guys, you gotta make it as snappy as possible. This grip helps a lot, like I said, because up close you can start in the hip fire, even finish in the hip fire. I mean, it does real well. And finally, here at the end, we have our 5th attachment. Yes, I know there's a 50 round drum available, but it slows you down a lot. Besides that, the kind of damage this thing puts out, you can down people quick. So a 30 round mag is plenty. The difference in speed between the 50 and the 30 is significantly huge. 30 round mag for the win. Right, y'all, so that's the build. I promise you, you build this thing out, you will destroy people. Build it, run it, love it, and come back here, drop a like, hit a subscribe, and leave your highest kill game in the comments. And while you're at it, hit that bell icon so you can stay notified. I have a ton of amazing builds coming. I want you all to be the first ones out there running them. I'm the Master Gunsmith Mazra signing out. Stay safe, shoot straight, have a blast. Until next time.